I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
bro.
Yeah.
This is Business Express 981. You're listening to Smooth 98.1. To join the conversation here to talk Tech Friday, it's a very interesting episode of the show. Please send us messages through WhatsApp 0809 My name is Valentine Uhu, and he is Fisayo.
Yes.
Yes.
Fisayo.
Just Fisayo. So WhatsApp is there, Twitter is there at Smooth981 FM. The hashtag is Business Express 981, and we're streaming live on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Now, our first topic looks at the possibility of 5G in Nigeria and how that will work. Reuters will be in Abuja to test the 5G service from one of the telcos, and I would like you, Fisayo, to see, share your thoughts on the possibility of having 5G service here in Nigeria. Real 5G, not 5G
Yeah.
that's, the 3G that's wrapped in 5G cover.
I mean, I think technology is not necessarily is not the biggest of problems.
Mm.
But again, the way Nigeria is, we've not figured out 4G yet. The coverage for 4G network, maybe even 3.5G, is not is not available. Yes,
Mm.
people still have issues with broadband high-speed internet that 4G sufficiently covers.
Mm.
Right, we've not fixed that yet. We're talking about 5G. Uh, you know, again, it's great to put the numbers out there or to I sincerely I see that as hand waving.
Yes.
I don't see anything coming out of it. Like yeah, we're doing 5G now, and then
Yeah,
some.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm,
Everybody just
exactly.
shouts.
So let's
Excitement.
focus on providing
Mm.
broadband internet to people, irrespective of the G behind it, just so that people can have access.
Hmm.
For me, I think that's the
Because
most important
there's
thing.
4G as it is, it fluctuates. You might see 4G if you're lucky.
I mean,
At some point, it
depending on
just.
the telco you're working with, you
Mm,
probably would have some semblance of 4G
mm,
depending on where you are,
mm.
you know,
If there's traffic.
or some parts of your house.
I was going to say if you drive from Akadeshola to somewhere around, the toll,
Hmm.
it probably fluctuating between that.
Definitely it does.
Which is funny because why do you think it's a premature move to go to for 5G when we haven't
Yes,
perfected 4G yet?
yes, it is. I mean, we'll be comfortable with a decent 4G. Like when if a 4G network works properly, where you don't have to be dealing with you don't have to be buffering
Mm.
when you're loading a YouTube video or watching TikTok. I mean, I saw TikTok works on someone's phone
It
recently, like
works perfectly on mine.
yeah, I mean,
I've been on
but
TikTok for over a month.
oh, okay. I've not downloaded the app, but again,
Mm,
so that just the videos can just load,
mm,
and play seamlessly as if you inserted
a DVD
a
player or
DVD
something.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah, so not like you have to be waiting for something to load
yeah. Mm.
and then start, all of that. Once that has been sorted out, I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine, and they're all available on 4G. So I don't know why we're looking for. I mean, well,
You're right. Because even that is evident. The network deficiency or the data insufficiency
hmm
is evident on Instagram now. Because Instagram, since they've been changing their algorithms almost on a daily basis
yeah.
since the new test and everything. I noticed that the videos have a new format of playing.
Mm.
Usually, it's an uninterrupted playback sort of loop system that Instagram
It
videos
just
use.
plays automatically.
Now it plays and stops and leaves you with a
Uh,
reload tag there for you to press. But anyway, it seems as though right now, as we're talking, that the week can't go by without mentioning the funding raise in Nigeria.
yep.
Last week there was it was Visa's $200 million investment in InterSwitch.
hmm
That was a big one. This week, OPay is in the news again.
Yep.
OPay with another large funding round. What was the figure this time? What was the money used for?
$120 million.
Wow, wow,
So
wow.
anyway, so OP raised, I think the Series B round.
Yes.
Again, VC, we can call anything, right? So the Series B round, $120 million. Quite some market type investors,
Mm.
largely from China, and then some America linked investors as well. Decent amount. I mean, not decent amount. That's a large amount.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the largest rounds of any startups in Nigeria. So again, and the question is that is OPay able to? I mean, knowing that they just raised like $50 million like 3 weeks ago. I mean, said 3 weeks, like 3 months
3 months,
ago.
yeah.
Right. So, guys, if you can assist with calculation, let's just be convert some of these numbers to naira,
Uh,
so that we know.
so I did I did a conversion for 120 million. It's about 4.3 billion. Naira.
Naira. Okay, it's not very much.
Not much.
No, 4.3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Anyways, yeah. So raised a couple of billions of naira, or hundreds of millions of dollars. So again, so for them, it's just to be able to continue the work that they started. I mean, as at the last check, they said they make $10 million worth of transaction on a daily basis, right? And then they've added multiple services, O bus, O pay. I mean,
Yeah.
O food,
Mm-hmm.
O ride, O
Mm-hmm.
trike, O everything,
Heavy
right?
on e-commerce.
Heavy on transactions, heavy on e-commerce. Yeah. So I think this is just going to deepen their reach. Add more services. I mean, recently they added Ocar,
Mm.
which is a direct competitor to Uber and Taxify.
Mm.
Which again, it's going to be interesting. However, there are concerns again around is this a sustainable model? Is this business built on subsidies? Because people take bikes or from anywhere to anywhere and pay 200 naira. I know they've been rolling back some of the subsidies gradually. I saw their new product, Oka. I was meant to take a car from my office here in VI to my house on the mainland for 200 naira. Maybe it's an opening offer, but the question just keep on remaining like, okay, guys, can these people really build a sustainable business with the way they're going? Training consumers with subsidies. Consumers are not paying the fair price for the services that they're getting on the platform. So there are just concerns around it. But for me, I think that I mean, it's a game of survival.
Yes.
Are you able to live long enough to make money? Which I think is where this
So
is.
it's not just about the heavy amounts that was just dumped on them. Business model is similar to what we have existing, among different circles in the e-commerce sector.
Exactly.
What difference are they going to bring to the table? Because it's all about value, creating value, and the value it has to be unique.
Mhm.
If you're a new business stepping into, it's not like you're getting on charted waters. It's
Yeah.
already been charted.
I mean, for me, I think the biggest thing for OPay is the fact that you can access all of those services on a single platform, right? Prior to now, if you wanted to take a bike, you have the bike app. If you wanted to take a taxi, you have the taxi app.
Yeah.
If you wanted to buy food, you have the food app. If you wanted to do anything, you have different apps for all of them. So what OP had done is to combine all of those features or products into one. If you want to save, you save on a different app. If you want to borrow money, you borrow from a different app. So
That's interesting.
they've combined all of those features
In one.
into one single app. So all you need to download is the OP app, and then you're able to save, bet, do stuff, and then you can move on.
That's interesting. Taiwo, in fact, a lot of people are giving. Okay, sorry, I said 4.3. I misquoted that. It's actually 43. It's over 40 billion naira. So I got this from Taiwo Yewole. Message from TY. Thank you, guys. When it comes to money, when our conversion rate is fast, quickly do that calculation. We like money a lot. Fisayo, this is a question from Daniel. So, do you think they are growing too fast, and also diversifying too fast? Jack of all trades and master of none.
Okay, so the way I think about the business is that I think that they're doing a lot of things,
Yes.
right? But I also think that the best way to probably approach this is to not necessarily be the ones managing the operations of each business line from their company. Okay,
So who manages it? Is it built after the model of Airbnb and Uber and all?
No, it's built after what's it called, WeChat.
Okay.
In China, so it's a similar WeChat copycat, which is what they are practically building. So there's no shame around it. We're building a super app,
Okay.
But for me, I think where the operational challenges will show up is the fact that their staffs are the one managing each individual business line. I mean, Oka is a business on its own.
Yes.
So they have operations for Oka internally. The bike hailing is a business on its own. They have operations for that internally. So what I would have suggested again, if other people are listening to this, is that you create a platform and integrate with other players.
Exactly, because you're talking about setting up a new system.
Yeah.
I mean, you use existing systems. It's not like we don't have faith in them.
Exactly.
I was going to ask you who's running this system. So, like, who's going to come run this OP and all the operations, individual operations, like you mentioned?
Yeah. So they are running everything internally. So I can imagine if I created an app that integrated Taxify, that integrated GoKada, that integrated Jumia Food, that integrated, Swivel or Plenty Waka for buses, that integrated all of these people, and then all I just did is a technology platform that switches in between depending on what the customer wants.
That makes sense.
You're solving the technology problem, but not necessarily taking the operational burden on yourself, because Taxify has built its operations anyway. So you're just giving them distribution. GoKada has built its operations anyway. You're just giving them distribution. So that for me is a lighter model that can scale maybe faster
as a third-party channel.
Exactly, rather than you building each individual business on your own.
I guess it's quite ambitious. They might have the might, we never can tell. The operations model is something that would be interesting to look at. This one, please add your names to your messages when you send them to us so we can read them, because people are still converting. So somebody said, please give respect to 120 million. I'm so sorry. I sounded like my father. My father would say, he'll call 5 million 5 kobo. Chris, thank you for your message. Shem says these are 3G that takes 1 hour to load Instagram videos. 5G call 64 gigabytes. Yinka said the country has made me to respect myself. I do not like bonanzas. Well, he actually started the story, his messages. The first one he sent. He put up this Val Shah is funny. He puts up a story that is funny to him and then decides to put it out just so codedly laugh at us. 5G bow. We claim to be running 4G and they hide under that umbrella to rob us of our data. Now you want to bring 5G? I'm sure we'll be subscribing like twice a week. He said, the country has made me to respect myself. I do not like bonanzas. I like to pay for my services so I can have the justification to throw blows at your office issues if the issues come up. Now, my neighbor told me that O-Food allows you to buy rice and chicken for 100 naira on your first order. I was like, bros, and you can eat that food, rice and chicken that cost me 2,100 on a daily basis. Are you sure that food was properly cooked? Yinka, thank you for such a good laugh.
I know there are ways that they're working around, taking out the subsidies, because I have the app on my phone and I used it as well. I mean, as part of my line of my work, right? I need to understand. No, they probably take the eat for the first one.
So they're okay. So like you use the right word, subsidies. So they're giving out subsidies now for
subsidize your first
like
few things, and then gradually they've trained you with bad habits of buying rice for 100 naira. So you started buying for 100 naira, then they will suddenly just increase the price of 300. I thought, okay, maybe reduce it to once a week.
So grab that loyalty.
They just keep on increasing the price on you
until the balance out.
Yeah, until it balances out. So it's a gradual training.
At first hearing, that's actually what I thought. Good business model. Just sink a few millions there, make it work.
If you have 120 million, come on.
It's about pulling the numbers, yes. So once you pull the numbers, then you can now use them, the marketing services. So that's very interesting. Yinku sent us a message, said Lagos traffic will make you sit inside a Jeep and admire people on Okada. Thank you. Cruz says, since this is a tech business show, I'll ask this. Has anybody heard of an Android phone with a Google Play Store app missing? You have to go back to check where you got it. Just be sure that all the parts have the same name, at least most of the parts.
Android phone without
a Google Play Nah. Never. Oluzil says, good morning, guys. Hope is the ultimate objective. China does not like to share. Wow. Ben says, please, did you say OPay generates $10 million daily?
Transaction value there.
Transaction value. Interesting. Nee says, oh, thank you, Nee. You guys are still converting. Please leave the 120 million alone. It doesn't belong to us. Randolph says, if they integrate to other platforms, how would they sort out all these discounts and subsidies? That's actually true. That's a good point. Fair points there. Somebody always leave your names to your message, please. Lara says, I've bought food though, 200 naira, but in app. And vendor has a limit. Very interesting. Nee said they're likely the R&D. There's likely R&D behind the $120 million. And Lukman from Bagada says most Chinese Android phones made for use in China do not have the Google Play Store. Quite interesting. Jay from Lagos says, by any chance, do the ATMs under or over dispense?
I've not seen that before. I mean, maybe.
I've seen spoof videos. I don't know if it happens in real life.
Yeah, I mean, it was strange for me to withdraw 10,000 from ATM and then I'm counting it.
And then it comes to 100,000. That'll be a good deal.
It comes to 9,000.
No.
That'll be a great one.
I'm getting into the. I'll just knock. Usually you shouldn't knock on the swivel door, but I'll knock first. And I'm like, dude, you guys have to give my money back. Savik says, all food system glitches recently. Has system has experienced system glitches recently. Debited their customers, no service rendered, and no refunds made. Yinku says, on the 5G networks, we also have to change all our phones to be 5G compatible.
Mhm.
That's a far-fetched ambition. But when 5G was launched in London, I was crying for it to be discussed on Tech Friday. Anyway. Cruz says, I've used the phone for almost 2 years. Google Play Store app just disappeared a few days ago. Even Google Play is surprised. Olutaya says some Huawei models too do not have Google services.
Interesting.
That's new information for us. All right, let's move on to look at Senate moving to OKE voting for future polls. They started, they gave their approval after the Kogi elections over the weekend.
I mean, I think it's a Nigeria is okay. This is a freshly pressed story, but again, Nigeria is spiraling into chaos. I mean, as far as I can see, the elections are now being won on violence and valuable. I mean, it's now open. Nobody cares about it again. But again, I would like to call on the Senate, right, guys? You're saying you're okay in e-voting, but even on the floor of the Senate, they're not using the electronic voting system provided to them.
They're still going,
So
I mean, it's just the push of a button to give you approval.
Exactly.
Things, right?
How do you expect the whole country to go to use e-voting when you, just less than 100 of you, cannot organize yourself to start pressing button to vote?
To be honest, just to be fair though, they are not less than 100. First of all,
no, the Senate.
But I get what you're saying.
3 times 36.
I get what you're saying. But
109, yeah.
It even reflects in the way they approve certain things. So when they make the approval, in recent news, we've heard that they haven't even seen the document, before they approve. So I'm still assuming that they're still, depending on printouts, physical printouts, before they get on.
But when they want to vote, like the high service, the nonsense that they do.
Yeah, it's not nonsense.
If you are for this, to say I. If you are for this, to say nay. And then someone just hear that say, okay, the high service.
Maybe they should,
Really, is that how? When you have a button that can do this thing in 5 seconds.
They probably should just, bring up an app like Siri or Google Voice.
There's a button in front of them. They can just press it.
Fisayo is upset.
I mean, I don't understand. They don't need a different technology. One has been provided for them, and they refuse to use that app. I mean, that platform for years, for over 4 years now. It has been left idle, and nobody's saying anything about it. I mean, we need to be able to see the voting pattern of our senators. I've been asking Senator Oluremi Tinubu, all the Lagos senators, what their opinion is on this social media bill, thing. Nobody has given me any responses. I'm just wondering exactly. So, and then they're saying they are okay in electronic voting for the whole of the country. When 109 people could not just do that same thing. Come on, that's so irresponsible from them.
Mary says ATM can under-dispense if there's a technical issue within a nanosecond, while the overpayment is very possible if the setting is wrongly programmed. Ayodeji says it's actually possible for the ATM to over or under-dispense in a situation where a higher or lower denomination is erroneously loaded in the wrong ATM drawer. Thank you very much, bankers, for sending us insights into this. Thank you very much, Fisayo, for being here, and a nice conversation we've had. $120 million. That's a figure I'm keeping in my head all day. We'll have a nice conversation coming up next on travel, and then after that, Freshly Pressed 91 at 7:30. Stay with us here on Smooth 98.1.
Business Express, brought to you by EnterSwitch.